Guys, Bitcoin is currently dropping. Yesterday, we literally made a video specifically saying that if Bitcoin was to lose a very important line, we may actually get to see Bitcoin go back and revert back to potentially dropping much lower. We have been building up some nice structure, higher highs and higher lows. However, we told you guys that we need to hold the valley area high. Bitcoin lost it, and I actually went short on Bitcoin again before we got the drop. Again, for anybody who is a Bitcoin lover, would be heartfelt and would be probably sad because Bitcoin is dropping again. But as a trader, I just care about catching technical trades. So I'm super happy because we caught a short on Bitcoin. Yes, I was long on Bitcoin, and yes, I continue to hold my long from 58k. But as a trader who's just looking for opportunities to make money, I couldn't care less whether the titles were green, the titles were red, the titles were whatever in any past day, because obviously, again, I tried my best to make it very clear yesterday that Bitcoin must hold this critical line. And also the fact on top of that, just because I know some beginners would feel bad or feel sad because Ahmed is short again and I didn't catch the short and whatever. So I made sure to even post I made a post on Telegram telling you guys that I'm eyeing a short now on Bitcoin. Why? Because obviously, like, even without mentioning it, obviously yesterday and the day before yesterday and every single day prior to that, we had covered what does being above the valley area high mean and what does losing it mean to Bitcoin. And obviously, we've very much clearly stated that if Bitcoin, even though it looks amazingly well, and even though I didn't get to short 66.84 8.2 whatever the exact top of the wick, I obviously was saying that I'll be looking, and I'm still, by the way, looking to short Bitcoin if it ever grabs the highs at 67.5, 68, 69k. However, obviously, as a trader, I don't try to make predictions, but rather react upon a price action movement on Bitcoin. Hence why, even though I didn't get to short the top, I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and even I was planning to long Bitcoin at 64.5. We didn't see the reaction we had wanted. And today in the morning, I literally saw Bitcoin do some very amazing price action thing, which is basically just giving us an amazing fake out from the anchored VWAP. We literally saw the pump into it, and then we saw the continuation lower. And I told you guys that by doing that and then losing and going back below the valley area high, this is something that very much interests me for potentially shorting it. And I did actually catch an amazing short here. Here it is, just for some confirmation and just for being transparent. We did catch the short, and then we saw the drop. Again, I couldn't care less what happens next on Bitcoin. I'm continuing to hold my short from my long rather from 58k, but now we also got a short. Obviously, I always want to short the top, but it doesn't matter because obviously I don't try to predict the moves. I don't try to participate in every single move. So yes, I didn't short 66.8. Yes, I didn't make money from 66.8 to like 65.1 or whatever. However, we've managed to catch an amazing technical setup. However, right now, what's more important is to emphasize what's going on Bitcoin and what may happen on Bitcoin, because obviously now that we've lost again the valley area high, you must understand something that is very key for Bitcoin's future. Again, as a trader, I don't care about Bitcoin, so please don't take it as me predicting or telling you what's going to happen, but rather use such information for you to actually come up with a strategy and a plan or potential setups. Now obviously, we can clearly see and tell that, and always, as I always teach you guys, whenever we go above the valley area high and then lose it, guess what? I'm going to be eyeing and targeting the other side of liquidity. Same thing to why and how when we caught or went back and reclaimed the valley area low, we were calling for the valley area high. So right now, believe it or not, like it or not, if Bitcoin just remains, again, it's a big if, but if Bitcoin remains below 65k, we can potentially easily go back to 60.5. And again, it's not a bad thing because obviously as traders, if somebody caught a short, you would want Bitcoin to drop so you can make more money. And even if you don't have a short, you can catch shorts by shorting pumps, and also or wait for the dump if it does happen, where Bitcoin literally liquidates everybody who had long Bitcoin. Again, we literally stated how this is a perfect formation for liquidity. And if Bitcoin was to drop to go back to 60.5, 60k, and then give us an amazing higher low, again, that is also a big if, you can also look to long Bitcoin. So it's never a bad thing if Bitcoin pumps or dumps. I always question this, especially for those that are actually attempting to become profitable professional traders. Why should you actually like more the fact that Bitcoin is pumping rather, or more than actually when Bitcoin is dumping. Again, to me, I just see it as volatility. Moving $1,000 down or up does not matter to me. So hopefully, guys, everybody understood this point. However, now I think everybody would be saying, okay, what's the next trades are you looking for? To be honest, I'm not even I don't care even about this NPOC. It doesn't matter to me. I see it as low confluence. Now, obviously, yes, we do have the POC here on the daily. So right now, I think what you should be watching out for is the fact that is Bitcoin able to reclaim 64.1? That could maybe slow down or stop the bleeding. So this is a POC technically, a very important value area, high value area and or volume area. And if Bitcoin was to keep it or keep losing it, we may get to see the POC. Also, this is not something I'm fully ready to long yet on Bitcoin, but again, we never want to rule the fact that we could be taking a long here. I also want to see where the anchored VWAP is. Again, it's an overly tested VWAP, but let me look at it and see where it's going on. Yeah, so it's pretty much very close to price. I'm not really interested to long Bitcoin now. I just want to make it very clear. It's not that I'm not going to long, but again, I'm not thinking of longing now. But this is a key level, a key zone for us to hold. If we keep on losing 64, expect I'd say 62.5. If 62.5 is lost, then be ready for 60.5. But again, as traders, we don't really care about Bitcoin, so I couldn't care less if Bitcoin pumps or dumps. I just caught an amazing trade, and I'm going to be very patient with my next attempt for either longing or shorting Bitcoin. I'm just happy to have caught this trade, and now, as I told you guys, just focus on 64k as a good support to be reclaimed, but 65k as the main one to be reclaimed if Bitcoin wants to keep up this nicely built uptrend, and for us to go further down, hold 65, then lose 64, and then maybe eye out 60.5 for a bigger opportunity for a nicer long.